Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, we are here again for another workshop on digital literacy. And today's session would be about protecting yourself from social media on the net. What we would like to take you today is your social media privacy. So what we are going to do is we are going to take you through what this digital literacy is all about and what our Self for Youth initiative is all about. Let's have a small understanding. Okay, as we all know, world over, the youth are playing an increasingly important role in the development of themselves and their communities. You are aware that youth are tomorrow's leaders. And in order to bring benefits and to empower them, this platform, Self-Help for Youth, has launched an online initiative with an objective to connect, learn, grow, and contribute back to the society. We enable the youth to do these activities. And how do we do it? We have created energy to empower these youth by pulling together individuals who excel in their respective fields. And this field is this initiative mainly focuses on Islamic knowledge, personality development, and employability and entrepreneurship skills. This digital literacy conference is a 7-week webinar series aimed at bringing technological awareness among students and the professionals to cope up with the latest trending technologies. Already, we have 2 sessions which is completed and parallel related sessions that's happening. Now, the other areas that could possibly be covered are like social media productivity, artificial intelligence, virtual office management tools, and visual communication. We have already covered few topics like Python and IoT and robotics. Not to forget, we would like to remind you that there are exciting prizes to be won. Participate in the weekly webinars and take a chance to win weekly prizes worth 10,000. So the coming weeks, we might have a small change in the quiz pattern. However, you get an opportunity to win 10,000 rupees of worth prizes every week. That sums up to 70,000 for the entire 7 weeks of session. First prize would be this JBL branded Bluetooth speaker, 2 pieces to be won. Second prize would be branded Lee Polymer Bank power bank. Again, there are 2 pieces to be won. We have another third prize, 4 pieces to be won, which is both Rockers Bluetooth neckband with mic. And there's 4th prize, which are 5 pieces to be won, which is a 16 GB on-the-go mobile pen drive. Who sponsors us for similar programs like this? Well, we have our beautiful sponsors. One of them is the Professional Couriers. What do they do? What have they done? What have they achieved? The Professional Couriers has grown and placed itself as an ultimate service provider in the courier industry with its 33 years of expertise, exclusive and largest network in the courier and express industry in India. We also know that this courier, sorry to tell you, we have the azan going on. Let's just pause for a few seconds.
Sir, it's over?
Yes, that's azan going on just for a few seconds more.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, the azan is over. Jazakallah khair for holding on to the session. Now, as we were discussing about Professional Courier, one of our sponsors, Yes, it is a company that operates primarily within India, but it also extends its service internationally as well. You can always place your shipments and orders through professional courier. We have yet another sponsor for us, which is the Repute Packaged Drinking Water. Repute Packaged Drinking Water source is naturally protected by the pollution-free and greenish environment. Repute has its own trained workers and fleet of vehicles to carry out the distribution in time without any additional cost for the customers. The cost of production is minimal, but the quality remains matchless and superior. Repute water purification process involves 8 stages, which ensures expected effect of pure and natural water. So we all know in metro cities like Chennai, we get quality water, and one among those top branded quality water service is provided by Repute. Who are our associate partners when it comes to this kind of initiatives? We have 2 of our associate partners. One is IT Expert Training, and ITEA, Experts Academy. These 2 are our associate partners. It's a one-stop online hub for learning trending technologies in today's world. Trainers with more than 10 years of industrial experience are gathered here to share experience. Their focus is on career-oriented courses, and the nominal fee is provided with high-end training content. So this can help you in building up your career as well. So the website is there. That's www.itexperttraining.com. You can always be part of it for the learning purpose. We also have OMIET as our partner, associate partner, which is Organization of Muslim Educational Institutions and Associations of Tamil Nadu. So we know that there are a lot of institutions across Tamil Nadu. All these Muslim institutions have come up together under the platform of OMIET, which helps to resolve play a meaningful role in extending financial assistance to the deserving and poor students. Other activities of the trust, such as providing coaching for all India entrance examination to gain admission in prestigious institutions like IIT, NIE, and other institutions. They also provide civil services like IAS, IPS, etc. So coaching is given through these associate partner also. Our one other associate partner is the Global Tamil Muslim Media, which helps us in broadcasting sessions. So this is a global support that we get from the United States of America. The intention of this Global Tamil Muslim Media is to ensure that they are able to help connect every community of Tamil Muslims across the globe, bring their local talents, showcase them, empower women in guiding, grooming our youngsters and the next generation in education, civic engagement, social service fields, and beyond. Any person willing to be part of this media can always take up topics such as halal initiative perspective like religion, culture, politics, food, civic engagement, social justice, challenges and opportunities that our community face globally. So this media partner can help us in taking up such initiatives. We also have one other partner for our marketing, which is Diginor. It's a global business development and marketing agency. We can improve the marketing customer satisfaction, and Diginor does that, alhamdulillah. To understand about our today's speaker, Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim. He is a mentor for many, and he is an IT professional with over 20 years of experience across Middle East in various positions, from network security consultant to project manager, and successfully has led many mega IT projects. He plays a major role in self-development, career guidance, and employment of thousands of youth across the globe. He is also the founder of Self-Help for Youth, and he has received an honorary doctorate from the Asian University International, as an appreciation towards his contribution towards community development and humanity welfare activities. We welcome you, Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim, to take up the session and have a beautiful message to the crowd. Jazakallah khair. We welcome you on board. Assalamu alaikum, brother Muhammad Ibrahim. Over to you now.
Okay, thank you very much. Just give me a minute. My screen visible, Nizar bhai?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Okay, fine, great. Okay, let us start. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Thanks, Brother Nizar, for introducing me and about Self-Help for Youth. And I once again welcome all of you for this digital literacy conference. And today I'll be walking through you about protect your social media privacy. This program is organized jointly by Self-Help for Youth and IT Expert Training. And myself, Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim, I'm a Cisco certified expert, and I'm also VMware and Palo Alto, Fortinet and other certificates. I work as a senior network security consultant for the last 23 years in Middle East in various capacities in government organizations, ISPs, and financial institutions, and so forth. And today, something which is very important for all of us is about social media and how we can protect our presence in social media, especially our privacy. So what you're going to learn today is about the main concerns of, as a user, what we have when we are using social media. And we'll also touch upon the major threats for privacy when we use social media. And then not to frighten you about the threats, but also will give you how to be safe, like with tips and tricks, and how you can change the settings of privacy in most of the social media in order to make sure you have highest security and privacy. We will talk about that. And we will also talk about a live demo on tracking your location, how people could track you and your identity, just to show you how vulnerable we are when we are connected to the internet. So let us begin with the social medias. What is social media all about, and what different type of social platform we are using, and then we will take into the other elements as we progress. So social media is where people create, share, and exchange information. It could be ideas, concepts, right? Your pictures, videos, and so on and so forth. So at the end of the day, social media has become the voice for voiceless. It's not just only sharing the personal information, but we also see now we are heavily using Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Each social media has got its own unique presence and advantage. So we use them to, express our voice, not just personal information. We know that. So it has become a personal tool to something which can change a course of a country's political decision, or boycotting a particular product or particular ideology. So it has become very powerful nowadays. So you name it, anyone, be it a politician, or be it the country's prime minister or president, or spiritual gurus or spiritual leaders, and they are heavily using social media in order to influence others. Having said that, we will also talk about the challenges we have it, but it has become inevitable and become part and parcel of our life. No one can deny that. So if I ask you to name, maybe you can use the chat box and type what is the most commonly used social media, the app which you are using. Can anyone type from your point of view what you are using? Use the chat box and type it. What is the most commonly used social media you are using, frequently using it, day-to-day activities? What is that? I know everybody is going to tell WhatsApp because that is something which we are using every day. What else? Can you all type? Use the chat box. Let it be interactive. So let me know what you are typing. MashaAllah, there is a lot of response. Great. Twitter, YouTube, Google, Tumblr, WhatsApp. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Very great, great. So why do you use for this kind of application? Is it just to share your personal data, or connect with the friends, or search some information, or learn things? So if you just analyze, you will come to know what's your priority, and based on the priority, or based on the objective, you start using different medias, different tools, right? So it starts from simple Flickr to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. So we can see a lot of social media tools and apps, especially when after we start using mobile apps, then everything's on our fingertip, all right? So it becomes a bandwagon. People, everybody start understanding the word. What is WhatsApp? Everybody knows, from kindergarten children, student to someone who is working, a professional or CEO of a company. So let us look at the global headlines. Okay, I'm using WhatsApp, I'm using Facebook, good. I'm using for certain purposes, good. But what the trend as of today happening across the globe, and this is not from my side, from myself, but it's from the group called We Are Social. You can search in the Google We Are Social, and you will find what are the different digital digital media spread around, social media spread around world. And this is the report by them, digital around the world in 2020. They're saying out of 7.75 billion population across the globe, approximately, you know how much percent is using social media, active social media users? I'm not talking about mobile or internet, yes, 5.2, 4.5, but the social media users are almost 3.8 billion, not millions, billions. Almost 50% of the world population, as we speak today, use social media. This is as of Jan 2020. That means it shows the power. If you are conveying a message in the social media, the influence you are going to make is, the reach you are going to have is almost 3.8 billion, which is 50% of the world population. That is the power you have. So what kind of mobile apps, if you categorize, I'm using for some chat, I'm using the mobile app for purchasing my Amazon or Flickr or whatever it could be, for new sales offers, or booking my home service, or consulting a doctor online, or using my banking apps. I'm using for maps to navigate watching movies and videos. So there are many categories, but they say 90% of the users they use for chat apps. So what is more powerful? If out of social media, if you want to reach you as a user, 90% is they are using chat apps. Could be WhatsApp, could be Twitter, could be your other social media chat apps, so which the users are mainly using it. Then 89% again social networking app. So I'm talking about chat apps the same way. Even if you go to Facebook, you have a Facebook chat. Am I right? Twitter is you can chat with the connections. So all these things, what does it mean? People want to instantly express their feelings and get connected. So 89%, are if you look at how the mobile category app are related to social media. So this is something which is again very important. Shows why social media is important and how people are using it. Okay, let's look at how much time I spent, in mobile apps. So almost average 3 to 4 hours, almost 3 hours 40 minutes, almost 4 hours. If you look at the productive hours, almost 8 hours in the office, or maybe 12 hours. If you look at so out of this, you are using almost 30 to 40% for time spent on mobile device using every day, and social media is almost 50% out of that. Spending videos and apps is 21%, and 9% is game, and other one is other kind of is 20%. So it's majority of them are using for social connectivity, 50%. And the same way, if you look at around the world, the number of active users, and how it's penetrated across, again, social media users accessing via mobile is 99%. Okay. So what are the top mobile or social media app as of Jan 2020? You know that when I asked you, typed I'm using WhatsApp, YouTube, Facebook, but who is the top one? 2,449 million users are using Facebook. Top most used social platform is Facebook, right? Second one is YouTube. The third one is WhatsApp. Okay, WhatsApp is the third. So it comes up then Messenger and so on and so forth. So just to show how people are using Facebook, that's 1.95 billions people are audience overview. They can be reached through advertisement and other thing through Facebook. So we are using Facebook is the best mechanism for marketing and reaching out people, and also other campaigns. So that is what a glimpse of what's happening today. Right. So what as we talk about social media, why it's important and why it's it becomes part and parcel of our life. But at the same time, we need to understand there are valid concerns. Right? When you start connecting to the internet, when you are exposed to the internet, there are challenges. Like, what are the challenges? You willingly and unwillingly, you are exposing your identity. I'm talking about who I am. I'm Mohammed Ibrahim. What is my qualification? Where did I do my school, college? Where do I work? So all this information are exposed, leakage of personal information. So it is easy to profile you, using the social media. It's easy to profile. So what also happens, it also exposes our data. People can steal and they can hack, and also they can use fake profile like me in order to deceive or hack into or do social engineering or collect information from about myself, acting as if I'm Mohammed Ibrahim. They can create similar IDs. If I know what is my date of birth, my profile pictures, they can take and create. And also they can track what you do day to day. You are in the US today, tomorrow you've reached, let us say, India or Dubai. So they can track, and also they can access to your application. If you're using if they can hack into you, they can know what application you're using. They can install some malware and they can connect and steal information. And the most important thing today, my target is students and parents, and especially the one who are studying in schools and teachers who are taking care of them. And today, online teaching has become, it's become a must. We have virtual classroom everywhere, and in the entire classroom is inside the mobile. Am I right? There was a joke that student used to say before they blocked mobile in the classroom, but now the entire classroom within the mobile, inside the mobile. That's how the world has changed. Right? So, what is the challenge, major challenge people are facing by connecting using this kind of online connectivities, cyberbullying? In a classroom situation, we used to fight with students or tease him or try to, make him fun of him or put him in trouble. All these things, ragging, everything happens. But when you are online, and it's easy to collect information and your personal information and drag you or criticize you or even to threaten you, expose you. So that's called cyberbullying. We are going to talk about this in detail. So these are the major concerns. There are a lot of concerns. These are the major concerns about using social media. And we need to know, since it's become inevitable, but there is also risk associated. So I need to strike a balance. I need to know how I should use it in a more secured and secured manner so that I can protect my privacy. That's what today's session is all about. So at the end of the day session, you will know as an online user, what are the things I should do. After this session, I would expect you to go to your Facebook and change your settings. Go to your WhatsApp, turn off your profile pictures or setting for profile picture. Go to your Twitter and disable certain connections. Or if you're a parent, you'll try to install some kind of app which can monitor your children against cyberbullying or exposing them into. So that is the objective of today's session. If you are with that objective, if you are ready to travel and interested to know that information, yes, this session is for you. And in that of the end of the session, this is what you will be taking away and walk out of this session. So are you ready? If you are ready, I'm ready to also, take you through this journey. So what's the data breach is all about? That's what I'm going to talk about. The moment you expose, there is a recent survey, almost more than 600 million Facebook username and password exposed, or 540 recently. And even the bank, Cardinal in American medical, patients, 20 million informations are exposed. They're talking about State Bank of India, 422 million customers details are exposed. So recently they've done in October 2019, they said almost 1.3 million credit card and debit cards available of Indian banks are available in the dark web, where they do the trade secrets. The cyber criminals, they do their trade in the dark web. So that means what? My credit card and your credit card, it could be part of this 1.3 million, all right? So that's available already. So that means it's already exposed. Data breach, my data is collected and exposed or sold in the black market. So people and hackers can buy and use that to get an access to my personal information. That is the way we are living. It's not from me, just go and Google it. You will get what kind of threats we are facing. So my topic again today is about children. Okay, as a parent, as a teacher, as someone who is concerned about the society, I'm worried about the more online exposure of children, with what's happening with the Zoom and Microsoft Teams and WhatsApp and Facebook and whatnot. So they are exposed. They don't know. They are not regulated to use such kind of tools, but they have been forced to use these tools. So that is a great concern of all of us. Do you agree with me? I'm sure, as a parent, as a teacher, as someone who's caring about the society, your concern is as same as mine. So let us talk about what is the social media concern. Children's online and viewing habits are increased tremendously tremendously large percentage. You see, own a smartphone, 83%. Almost 20 to 15 years they have smartphone. When we were working, maybe after joining a job, maybe after 3-4 years, maybe 25 years, 26, I bought a mobile. And that time it was a very big. But now people at 12 to 15 years old, 83% of them, they have the smartphone. Or 59% they have a tablet. Okay, they do watch videos and subscribe on demand. Have a social media profile. 71% of 12 to 15 years old. Leave that. 8 to 12, 3 class grade to class 5th standard, almost 21% they have a social media profile. So Facebook, Twitter, and so forth. And they spend almost 11 to 12 hours per day they play game. So that's what. So many teens are troubled when their parents post about them on social media, right? And because the moment parents says, my son is scored this mark and he is doing very good, he is studying in the school, what happens? It becomes easy because it creates a problem. You are revealing the identity. They say it's almost a 30, 11% is a big problem, medium problem, small problem. Almost you can say 50% there is a problem. 20% say not a problem, but 28% they never. So 42% teens are reported having a problem when their profile is exposed in social media. This is for the parents. Don't expose your children. Don't take a picnic picture and put in Facebook that we went to this and that, because they can track where do you go, what did you do, which state, and what's your social profile. Then that could be used to turn against your children who doesn't know how to protect them. So let us get into something called threats to privacy. What are the different threats we are having in social media? So what I'm going to do, I'll before we get into that, we have Adhan. I need to pray for. I'll finish my prayer in 10 minutes and we'll continue. But meanwhile, I'm going to play a video about 2 videos which will explain you about the hacking and what are the challenges you are facing. Nizar Bhai, are you there? Nizar Bhai or Saad? I can share you the video link. Probably you can.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, Saad. Yeah, I'll share you the YouTube video.
I'm there.
So it need iBandit. I'll ask Saad to do that. So I've created one as a hacking. The other one is about okay. Saad, can you click? I've said in the Apex team, maybe you can open 2 videos and share your screen and play it. It's going to take almost 7 to 8 minutes. 10 minutes, I'll be back. Okay. Yeah, I'll share that in the group also.
So I am joined here by Mike Sasanskin from Synack. You're going to show us how easy it is to hack into a computer. So this is my personal computer.
So in this attack, we will pretend to be a wireless access point that you normally connect to, let's say in a hotel. So if you go in there and you try to log into something called Four Seasons Guest.
Okay.
As you'd expect, it's, the Wi-Fi is around, you'd want to be able to connect to it, and a person who just arrived will think, I'm a guest, I should connect to the guest network.
Sure.
So now if you go to a website that you would normally use, like Yelp.com.
Okay.
And normally what happens when you go to to a website just after you've logged into a hotel network, it says, "Oh, please log in. You're a new user." So here it's asking for your room number and last name, which it would normally do. Right? And actually, I can see your information show up here. And so part of the attack is that it tries to convince you that you need to do an update. Your machine is out of date, it's vulnerable. So you want to click on the download button because it's sort of convincing you to do this. I mean, once you've executed, that's it. You already have been exploited. I can see it here. It says Aditya's MacBook. Let's say if I want to take a screenshot of your of your webcam, right?
Okay.
So I have a special command here for essentially accessing your little camera right here. If I say execute, there we go.
I just saw a green light pop up there for a second.
For a second, but now it's already too late. And I already know what's going on around you.
Oh, wow.
There we go. This particular attack, it recorded the picture, but you can actually record the video. You can also record sound if you wanted to.
That's really disturbing.
You can execute things on the behalf. So what I'm going to try to do is actually open the calculator application.
Okay.
Here we go.
There's my calculator. It just popped up.
I can basically execute any types of commands I want on your behalf.
So what can people do to protect themselves?
You should sort of be on the lookout for anytime you sort of do an action and then the computer asks you to do something on your behalf. Like, you downloaded something and it said, "Hey, please enter your password." If you didn't expect that to happen, maybe you should kind of stand back a little bit and say, well, does it normally happen when I log into a Wi-Fi access point? Or if you are logging into a network and you didn't expect to be redirected to an update page, you should kind of stand back a little bit and say, actually, I'm not going to download this until I go home and I can trust my Wi-Fi.
Well, thank you so much. Great to see this.
Glad to have the opportunity to hack your machine.
Thanks.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.
Phishing is a method of trying to gather personal information using deceptive emails and websites. Stay tuned for what you need to know about this increasingly sophisticated form of cyber attack. The goal of phishing is to trick an email recipient into believing that the message is something they want or need, a request from their bank, for instance, or a note from someone in their company, and to click a link or download an attachment. Fish is pronounced just like it's spelled, which is to say like the word fish. The analogy is of an angler throwing a baited hook out there, the phishing email, and hoping you bite. What really distinguishes phishing is that attackers masquerade as a trusted entity of some kind, often a real or plausibly real person or a company the victim might do business with. It might be your boss, your bank, or a company whose software you use. Perhaps one of the most consequential phishing attacks in history happened in 2016, when Russian hackers managed to get Hillary Clinton's campaign chair, John Podesta, to offer up the password to his personal Gmail account. How did they do it? The hackers sent an email warning Mr. Podesta that someone had his password and that he should change it immediately. Clicking on a link in the email took him to a fake login page. This is a classic ploy, and one all of us would hope we would see for what it is. But email scammers are constantly honing their craft, trying new pitches, and pulling new strings. One way to get familiar with their tactics is to study the email messages that scammers send. Here are a few real-world examples and how they work. 1. Your account has been hacked. The person sending this threatening phishing message found a group email that was publicly available on the company's site. Using that list to target the message was smart. Not so smart was the content of the message, in which the would-be attacker reveals a lack of understanding of how malware works. 2. Password reset. Taking advantage of the fact that no one wants to miss a paycheck, messages like this one aim to trick the user into revealing important data, often a username and password that the attacker can use to breach a system or account. 3. Payment request. This email has enough information specific to the target company to give even the most phishing-savvy recipients pause. The key to not getting caught in this trap is to know your company's processes and to be able to spot anomalies. 4. Charity donation. Here the scammer is counting on the greed and gullibility of the recipient. This theme of giving something away for free is a common one and preys on human nature. The key thing to remember is if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.
Okay, let's talk about phishing. No, not that phishing. Phishing is a kind of online scam. You know, you're contacted by a person or company, often through email, regarding something important. You click on a link and are then asked to give away valuable information, like a password or bank account number. But nobody ever falls for this, right? Wrong. If phishing scams didn't work, they wouldn't exist. But how come they work so well? 1. We love to click, and the internet was made for clicking. It's that simple. Click, 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 clickety, click. 2. Our smart brain loves to take shortcuts and predict things. Phishing scams use lookalike web and email addresses that are spelled wrong, and we still get fooled. 3. We are hardwired to respond to emotions. Curiosity, trust, fear, desire, generosity. 4. Urgency. Phishing scams always prompt us to act fast. What do these 4 points all have in common? They can cause an automatic reaction bypassing our critical thinking. Time to put phishing scams under the microscope. Favorite channels: email, phone call, SMS. Common traits: unexpected, asking to bypass a usual process, trying to trigger an emotion. Most efficient when we are tired, stressed, or conversely, very happy. Believe it or not, we are more likely to be fooled right before a vacation or after receiving really good news. If faced with what could be a phishing attempt, stop. Then look at it again more closely for details. Do a double verification by searching online for information on the company that has contacted you or telephoning the person that has just emailed you. With this knowledge, you are now more prepared to escape phishing. No, not that phishing.
Nizar, you can take over. We'll start in 2 minutes, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, just have an understanding on how our quiz is going to be today. So today's quiz will only be for school students. We would want to visit Kahoot IT, kahoot.it, and be ready for the ready to play the quiz. You must have been already in one of the groups of digital literacy self-help for you. So if you are there, the rules are also put in that group so that it's easy for you to access when the quiz is getting ready. So the rule number one, I'm just giving you a reiteration so that you get ready for it and we can quickly go on. You have to be registered on Zoom to be eligible for quiz. And if you fail to be registered via Zoom, you do not qualify for the quiz, though you may take part. School category is strictly for school students. Adult category is open for all. If you win any one of the weeks, you will not be eligible to win prizes in the coming weeks. We would like to give opportunity to everyone. So the more you participate, there are more chances of you winning. But we wanted to ensure that more people participate and many people be winners. Immediate family members of the winners will not be eligible to win prizes in the coming weeks. You'll also have to verify yourself with ID proof, email ID within 3 days of winning the quiz. And failing to do that, you will be disqualified for the prizes. Furthermore, prizes will be dispatched at the end of the event. So quiz will be held on Kahoot. So you need to be ready with your smartphone so that you can create your own account on Kahoot.com or download the app. There is an app for Kahoot on Google Play Store. You can be there and be ready with it. Whenever you are ready for the game, it will ask you for a game pin, which will be generated only just before the game, and that game pin will be given to you to attend the quiz, and that will be shared only during that session.
I'm back.
And now we will continue with our session, inshallah. Once this is over, we will have our to go forward. Over to you, Brother Ibrahim.
Okay, thank you. Alhamdulillah. Fine. Let me just see the recording. Okay, great. I hope all of you have watched these two videos. One is about how a hacker access your computer, using a wireless connection, and what kind of information he can take. The other one is about just by clicking an email, which is we call phishing email, how it exposes you and your personal information, your credit card, your other identity to the hackers, so they can use it to access your bank or access your personal emails. So that is something which is very dangerous. So we will be talking about this. In fact, as we go in the session, just remember and remind yourself about the video. You have already seen something as a demonstration, am I right? So we will be watching now or explaining you in detail about those securities issues. So what are the threats to privacy when it comes to social media? So let us look at, basically, if you look at the social media, it's accessible to everyone, good and bad, someone who behaves nicely, even to someone who is a criminal. So they are using this, criminals are using social media to collect sensitive information, then steal your personal data. And then the moment they have, then they gain access to your information like email, bank information, other personal information. Okay, that is the biggest threat. And what are the different threats? Just we'll talk about quickly. So they call it as data mining. What is data mining? It's something like profiling you, right? So they collect the information, they store and manage, and then analyze what type of information, what kind of person you are, which page you like a lot, and where do you go and buy a lot in Amazon, or which location you travel using your Google Maps. And then they sort out and then they present, okay, this is the profile of person X, Y, Z. So there is something in Google, you can all search in Google, say that what Google knows about you. So go and search and it gives you a picture and says that Google knows about your mindset, what you're planning for next week as a holiday, or where do you expect it to shop. Probably you will go to this 360 mall or Marina Mall or whatever it is. It can even predict what is there in your mind, because now they are watching each and every advertisement you are seeing, every video you are opening, every click you are doing on a internet. So they know that what are the things you like and dislikes. And if you are searching for going to, for example, on a holiday to Dubai, if you search it, then you start seeing that this similar advertisements comes a lot whenever you go to the internet. They retarget you. So that's something called data mining. This is heavily used by marketers, social media marketers, and also this is used by hackers and criminals. So that is very dangerous. So data mining is something, we leave a data trail behind on the internet whenever we go and do shopping or anything. So they collect the information and then they understand your behavior and build it. So go and search this word called, what Google knows about you in Google. Then it'll tell you about what are the things it knows and how your profile, everything. So the major important threat we have. So what will happen with data mining? That means they know who you are, what type of person, what is your spending capacity, what kind of religious thoughts, what kind of ideology you have, what kind of books you read, what kind of leaders you follow. So that gives you all about you. You are exposing. So that's how they collect and profile you and create. So sometimes company share this with third party entities, even without your knowledge. You have seen last year how Facebook CEO was taken into the court because there was a big data breach or data leak from Facebook, which they have stolen or they have given willingly or unwillingly. So there was a big case against Facebook. So that means our informations are some willingly or unwillingly are given out. That's something related to data mining. The second one is what? Phishing attack, which you have seen in the video. All right. So it's the most common way for criminal to gain access to your sensitive information about your personal details, about your credit card, bank details, your official emails. All of them is the major tool they use is this phishing attack. What is it? It just they send an email or a text message. You saw that in the video, right? Or a phone call, and then they present as if they are legitimate. So it's as if it's coming from your teacher. That Mr. X, did you finish your homework? If not, please click here. So what, as a student, you tend to do is, oh, my teacher is asking something important. It shows his name. Mr. Y, it's your teacher or principal. So you say name is there. You don't know what is there in the link. It's only the word. It doesn't show you the URL like this. It says Mr. X and send it, click here. So what did you do? What do you do normally? You go and click because my principal has sent, my teacher has sent, my CEO has sent, my manager has sent. That's it. Once you click that without knowing what is behind that particular link, that means easy for them to collect information. Okay, so they will trick you into sharing sensitive data. Like it will take you, like for example, ICICI.com. You will think it's come from the bank. Click, it takes you ICICI.com, maybe without the HTTPS. It's only HTTP or ICICI.co.in. Something different. So you go on there, it says enter your username password. You enter your username password. It asks you what is your date of birth. You enter everything. Everything, security questions. Mashallah. Then it says no, site not available. Some error. You said maybe site is problem. The guy has already collected your information and he take the information, log into your site, the ICICIbank.com, and try to take access to your bank account. So that's one email is enough, or one phone call is enough, or one WhatsApp message is enough. If you don't know what this link, please don't click. So how does it work? The user attacks, distribute emails with an attachment which is called malicious. Malicious means it is something dangerous, harmful. All right. So you send it to everyone. So you think it is a Excel or Word or PDF or PPT or a small link. So you just open it and check it. So once you open, they have something like remote Trojan horse or worms, malwares. So they install, we call it as a remote access Trojan. Trojan horse is used in warfare by Chinese word. It's like a horse where the soldiers are hiding inside. And when the war happens, they break that horse and comes down and fight. It's like hide and fight. So the Trojan has something which is there in our laptop, in our mobile. And we think it's a good program, nothing is happening. But that is something which is like an intruder or someone who has come into and collecting information and giving to the hackers in the internet. It's like a soldier which is sitting inside a horse, right? Then they compromise the system, they send to the external data, they collect the data, and once they have the data, they can access. So phishing is one of the most common mechanism used by hackers to collect your information. You have to be very careful. So and we are talking about students and principals, but not that student and principal. Even the prime minister of a country was not spared. So it happens almost 5 months back, 3 to 4 months back. Prime Minister of Australia, Scott Morrison, he was attacked with what? There was a pop-up mail saying that your system is at risk. You need to update your antivirus. It comes by laptop, right? So sometimes you see that the link coming, you are not updated with the antivirus, your license expires. Without knowing what it is, you just say, okay, do it. Then that's it. Boom. So the entire country, Australia, the target of a sophisticated state-based cyber attack. It's the news from 7 News, the Australian news channel. So who was the victim? The Australian Prime Minister, which device using the most secure device, Mac notebook. It's a Mac operating system, very different. And you know how many people, cybersecurity experts, he might be having around him. Till with all this facility, they just fooled with the simple social engineering, saying that, okay, this is the mail, please open, or you are attacked. So everybody is human. We are not, someone like a robot, we are programmed. Sometimes we do mistakes. So they are looking for that mistake. Then the entire country is in attack. They took the information from the prime minister. They start attacking the government entities, militaries, because the moment you have the information from the prime minister, that means all his personal information, like his photos, his username, password, whatnot, I don't know, could be taken, and they can use it to attack, access the critical information. That is the danger of phishing attack. The other one is something called, third one is malware sharing. We talked about data mining, phishing, and malware sharing. What is a malware? It is a software. They put it along with your program. Like, for example, you are downloading, you go and search free, web monitoring tool. There is so many things comes. You download happily. It's free. Or free PDF to Word converter. Or free video converter. YouTube downloader. You are very happy. It's free. Download, but inside the code, they add another code, which is the malicious software. It's like a virus comes with your food, right? So once you take it, it goes inside, and then it's become someone who's spying on you. Okay, it comes inside, and then start spying on you, what you are doing, what is happening, and whenever you do any activity, it sends the information outside. So social media platforms are an ideal delivery system for malware distributors, because everybody is connected to Facebook. I distribute some app, enhance your experience, WhatsApp stickers, emojis. We all like it, am I right? So, but at the end of the day, what is there inside? We do not know. So we need to be very careful. The last one is the botnet attack. They use bots. Previously, I used to sit in my laptop, run, as if I'm a hacker, I used to run some code to find out what you're doing. No, now they are very intelligent. They're using AI, artificial intelligence, and robots to sit and robots means the programs, automatic programs, we call it bot, right? So they sit, they run on a server and try to do automatically everything. So there is no person sitting inside. So there are automated accounts that creates posts automatically follow new people. So sometimes you see, I don't know how to say, but that people are having like 1 million, 2 million users. You wonder how come they're having. It all could be from a fake account. The program could generate and start following, saying it may create a friend request to you. pretending it's your school friend. It's a program. It's a program running on behind. You think, my friend is requested, without checking the further information. You accept. You start sharing information. Finally, you are not talking to your friends. You are talking to a program which is running somewhere, which is called bot. That is the danger of the world we are living. World we are exposed. So, my dear friends, my dear children, students, and parents and teachers, we need to be very careful. The moment you are connected to internet, we need to be very careful. So I just covered 4 major things, but I don't want to threaten and go from this webinar with the feeling that, I want to disconnect my internet. I want to uninstall all my app. Can we do that? Are you ready? How many of you ready to do? Use your chat box. Yes, no, I want to see the response. How many of you are ready to uninstall all your? No. Mariam is saying no. Okay. Yes, Abbas. Very good. No, because we are addicted already. Exactly. Not possible at all. No way. Impossible. Even I'm ready to give all my credit card, bank card, but I cannot, disable my Facebook. Sorry. Let him take. I don't have money. It's okay. No, big no. All right. So that's how it becomes. One side is, as I said, it is not just for my fun. It was like this, but now it's become part and parcel of our life. Education, LinkedIn is having so many things, right? Udemy is having it, and we are connecting with Zoom and Teams and whatnot.
அந்த ஜேசிபி மாதிரி இருக்குல்ல அது வந்து அவனுக்கு
just please mute your
10 ரூபாய்க்கு இருக்கு.
So whatnot. So it is becoming very difficult. Even we are following up our leaders and spiritual gurus using social media. Every day, without WhatsApp, it's difficult to live. Before WhatsApp is only for personal or friends group. But now my boss, CEO sent a message, send me an update. What happened? Did the customer pay the money, delivery? So if we don't have a WhatsApp, I will check after 1 hour email and send. We'll say, no, I already collected the money. What you are doing? So it becomes, I cannot say, not because I am using it for my personal, but it becomes part and parcel of our life. So what is the best way? Increase your knowledge. Am I right? As I said, that's need is there, but we are using without control. So try to balance, increase your knowledge, so you become balanced user. You know how to use it more effectively, how to product. That is what the privacy of social media. So it's the race to innovate online, leaving privacy rights in its wake. You left, but you make sure that it is not followed by, or people don't misuse it. One of the major thing is cyberbullying. I told you. We'll talk about that. Then we'll go to how to protect. So what is cyberbullying? Since there are many students are attending, so I want to leave this message. Cyberbullying is with the use of digital technology. Before I go and rack you, tease you, do something, but now they use digital technology. It's easy. So before they have to get permission to come to my classroom, my home, but no, now as long as they are friends, they can follow and expose me outside. There are many girls has been exposed. They have got, they even committed suicide. They have been raped. They've been sexually abused. They have been threatened that if you do this, I will show it to your parents. So people are afraid. What will happen? Yeah, I did something wrong, but this guy is threatening. What will happen? You don't expose to your parents. Finally, you get addicted or you become a victim of it. This is cyberbullying. The most used cyber criminal today among students is cyberbullying. Parents and students have to become aware about how to protect. They spread lies about you and post embarrassing photos of you. They morph. They take your face and they morph with the cinema actors or someone who wouldn't like and post it. They so hurtful messages in so many people. They say, I take this, I'm going to blast you in the social media. Your image will come down. And then sometimes they act as if it is me, impersonate, as me, and then send to my family, my child, my daughter see, my son see, it comes from my dad. Yes, I will reply. finally it's not that, it's someone else. So it's become very dangerous. So type of cyberbullying, there are 5 major types. Flaming, which is an intense and angry, arguments, harassment, embarrassing you, hurting you, and anonymity, any part of harassment or threats issued by anonymous person. You don't know who is doing it. So anonymity and masquerading, acting as, hiding themselves behind that. When a cyber, guy goes to great lengths to make themselves, appear to be, someone else, or hide them. So it's masquerading. And the final one is outing. The public throwing of personal information. They just take all your information and throw it in the public. So these are the cyberbullying, different type of cyberbullying. I'm just summarizing: flaming, harassment, anonymity, masquerading, outing. So we need to know when this happens is related to cyberbullying, because you will not know if somebody is harassing you, it's related to cyberbullying. So what are the effects? How it impacts? It affects the children mentally. They feel upset, embarrassed, stupid, even angry sometimes. And it's emotionally, you feel ashamed or losing interest in the things you love. For example, you're studying, now it's threatening. You are having a friend, now you have to unfriend. Physically, you become tired and experiencing symptoms like stomach ache, gas problem, you don't sleep, headaches. These are the problems happening. So parents have to watch what's happening to my child and monitor their online activities. So what are the online anti-bullying tools? There are tools to support. You can use Facebook, Instagram, go to restrict or moderate comments or send you a notification. There are a lot of tools. You can go to that. And if you enable it, it will disable you. If somebody is using some vulgar word, some sexual message, or something which is vulnerable or terrifying words, so it can. There is something called nowadays all the social media run something called artificial intelligence, bots, artificial intelligence. So it can read all the message you post and it can say it is okay or not. So you can enable such kind of tools in your social media to make sure you are not getting some abusive words. If it is coming, it can block, go and block. Even Twitter, you have something like mute, block, report. WhatsApp, you have that feature. So try to use that. So having said that, now I'm going to talk about how to be safe in social media. This is going to be my last session. Then we'll have one link. I want to share with you one link. Probably I have sent it when I started. I request all of you to take few minutes, okay, who are attending now, and go and click that link and try to see the website which we have created for cybersecurity, which is really a very useful and awesome website. So I want you to do that right now, okay? So I have said, can you see in the chat box? All of you? Just click on it. Can you just type yes, no? Did you click? Sorry, I've said the YouTube, I'm right? Sorry, it's wrong one. Sorry, wait. I said YouTube, not the YouTube one. Wait. I'll share the other one. It's not copying. Let me take it from the other link. So because this is going to be like almost in, let me do that again for you, all of you. Okay, so can you click on the link called Grapify? So it will take you to the site which has got a lot of cybersecurity course. Can you click on that? And once you click, please type me yes in the chat box. I have 80 people. Let me see how many people are going to watch that. And let me know what you are seeing. Maybe you can type what you are seeing there. What you are seeing. Do you see a cybersecurity page which talks about different courses and stuff like that. Am I right? Great. I can see. Very good. Good. Please go on. Please try to. Yeah, it's IT expert. Exactly. Yeah, I agree to continue. Yes, cyber. Very good. Zero security. Yeah. Great. Okay. Thanks a lot. I think most of you have clicked. Now let me talk about. Now get into the subject. So how to be safe in social media? Okay. This is almost the last few slides. So the first thing is to you need to protect your identity. Am I right? That's something which is important. If you are seeing, I say it's a strategic decision, policy decision you have to make as a student, as a parent. You have to say, no, I make sure I don't reveal my identity. That's one. Second, if you see inappropriate image or words, you immediately report to Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter that is inappropriate. Don't wait that someone else will do. Block them immediately. You say it is offensive content so that it will not repeat to you. Maybe that has happened, but it will not repeat to you. Third one, try to use secured connection. And the fourth one is mindful of privacy setting, which I'm going to show you now. And then talk to your kids and friends. Make sure they know whom they are connecting, what they are doing. So this is something like a policy each and everyone has to do. Is that clear? Can you type in the chat box what are the 5 policy? Because the takeaway message. Can you type? Protect your identity, report inappropriate image, have a secure connection, internet connection. You check that the website you are going is HTTPS, or you're using VPN or something like this. Our fourth one, mindful of what privacy you are using. Is my photo is exposed, my personal information exposed? You can go and disable that and talk to your friends and kids and parents. That's something which is the communication is important when something happens. Is that clear? So how do you protect your privacy? So you have to first of all become familiar with what is privacy setting. In Facebook, WhatsApp, there is a option in the setting for privacy. So you should know how it works and go and disable that. Something which is not in your contract, disable that. I'll show you. Don't publicize your vacation plan. Don't say I'm going this summer to this place, with my family. That means somebody who doesn't like, he is waiting for you there. Don't share your age, place of birth, birthday. Why? Can anyone tell? Why you should not share your birthday or the birthplace or something? Why? They can use that information for what? Most of the time, for security questions, if you forget your password, and it asks, what is your date of birth? In the bank, when they call you to verify, what they ask, what is your mother name? What is your date of birth? Is it really Mohammed Ibrahim or someone else? So you already gave all the information for the hackers. So it becomes easy for him to access and collect those. Am I right? So be mindful of what you're doing. Okay. And then don't post your address in social media. I live in this place. This is my location map. Please come to my home. That's it. You are exposing yourself. Am I right? Beware of stranger request. Sometimes somebody comes and say, I am living here. I have a beautiful shop. Would like to visit. Block him. That's it. No, block him or her. Don't entertain. If you don't have in the contact, don't entertain. Whenever you connect to Facebook or something, always log out. Don't leave it open, because if you are using somebody else, they can come and use that and get connected. Many time you buy a laptop, they save the password. So when you buy it, they don't clear the history or delete the password. So you get the laptop with the previous person, all the personal email IDs with the password. So you click, it automatically logins. Subhanallah. So be very careful to clear your internet setting, clear everything. Right? So use caution with third-party applications. And many times they come, you integrate with this, log in with Facebook ID. Don't do that, because they collect all your information. Take additional precaution if you are a victim, harassment or domestic violence. If you are already part of it, you have to be very careful in revealing the information. So let me tell you something with the Facebook. So how do you protect yourself online on Facebook? Think before you post. Choose the apps you can use in the Facebook. Don't connect everything available in the Facebook, and keep your setting privacy. Don't share your password. Only connect with the known friends. Check with them. So there is something called privacy checkup. I'll show you after the session in my Facebook page how to do that. So you can go to that and check who can see what you share. That's information. So that means when you share anything in Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, anything you're using on a social media, you should know when I'm sharing who is watching. So you can do a check here, who can see what you share. And then it also guide you how to keep your account secure. It asks you your phone number to send a OTP, secure, password, two-factor authentication. So even somebody access your password, but the password, when they want to connect, it will ask you the OTP, or use a mobile app, authenticator. It sends you a token. So if you enter the token, then only they can access. Right? And look at how people can find you, just like that, or only from friends. And go to your data settings on Facebook, and make sure in the ad preference, remove adult content. If you are a children or if you are a parent, go to your children setting, remove that adult ad preference. Make sure they don't give ad which is sexual, violent, harmful to the kids. So you can go and do all this setting. If you just use as a default setting, most of the time it is you are harming yourself. Facebook takes all your information, give it to third party. Unless you went and change these settings, you are exposed. So my dear children and students and teachers and parents, please go after this session, go and do a privacy checkup. It is like a health checkup. How your heartbeat, how is your pressure, how is your sugar? Same way, how is my health checkup in the social media? Every week I request, or minimum every month you should do it. Because sometimes you change it. Facebook has introduced a new policy which you do not know, which has wiped all your previous settings. So you become a victim. Facebook will say, no, I changed the policy, you accepted it. So every month have this, like you are doing health checkup, privacy checkup. Why? Because I am exposing myself into the internet. I'm revealing all my information, my credit card, my medical history, the doctor I visit, the restaurant I go. We have to be very careful. So you have to be double conscious. If you cannot, if you set all of you type the question, no, I cannot leave my social media, then make sure you do this privacy checkup as you do health checkup. Okay? Go to WhatsApp. What is this status? Why everybody should know about your status? Only share with your friends or the one who is in contact. Am I right? Or my contacts, except these people, block them. Why everybody should know last seen? Go, everyone change it to only my parents, my people whom I know. Why everybody should see your profile picture, by the way. Anyone who has a number, I can see many people have joined in digital literacy. I can go and see your picture. I'm a stranger to you. I'm seeing you with your friend, your mother, your husband, your private information. You are exposing yourself without me asking you. By just clicking my profile photo, everyone. What you are doing? My status, everyone. My live location, everybody can see. This is dangerous. Am I right? So make sure you go, and today after I should see everyone last seen, profile photo, about status and live location. Make sure it is only known to the people whom you want to reveal that information. Don't keep it as a house without a door. That means your friend will come, your mother will come, doctor will come, also dog will come. So if you are going to complain later on, no, I have a dog in my home, who's to blame? You to blame. You opened it, you kept it open. So be careful about that. So 5 tips to say, lock it up always. Always use two-factor authentication. There are a lot of apps, Google app, Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator, which you can use to have second password coming to you or the token coming to you. So whenever you access your email, it also asks you to enter the code, maybe every one day. It's good. It's extra step, but you protect your very, very valid information, vital information. Try to use, if you're using Wi-Fi, everything, use VPN. Don't use the public VPN. Stay separate. Use for office separate, home separate. Think before you do anything. The most important thing is, I did everything fantastic. Prime Minister Scott Morrison of Australian Prime Minister did everything. But how did he become exposed? Can anyone tell? He did not follow the 5th principle, which is think before you do. Am I right or not? He had the best cybersecurity expert with him. But what is the mistake? He did not think before he clicks that button, update that antivirus. That's it. Boom. So awareness is important. Being patient and mindful is important. So if you are exposed, change your password, call the banks, shut down your system, incident, report to Facebook, social media that my account has been hacked, and go to cyber criminal court, or there is a cyber crime police available. You can call them, tell them my account has been hacked. Don't leave, my account is hacked, no problem. No, they will take everything and they will target your friends. It's as if you are losing your home or your wallet. It's as good as it is. So please go and complain, right? And if it's third party expert to assess if something damage is big, you ask some cyber experts to help you. I have been exposed and I don't know what is going to happen. So please make sure. So phishing is, as I said, is the most thing. And document everything you do. That's very important. So with this, my dear friends and sisters, I'm very happy to take you on this session of how to be safe on the internet, how to protect your privacy setting. I'll take few moments to show a live demo, what has happened to you, where from you are attending. I'll just show you as one of the demo. Are you ready? Are you ready to watch that? Okay. Are you interested to see where you are? Fine. Great. Arun is saying yes. Okay, let me share. You are seeing my screen. Let me close it. Very good. So I'm going to talk to you now about certain things. See, now I send you an URL for what? All of you access this program, am I right? Cybersecurity and so on and so forth. The trainer used that. But what's happening behind the link you send, you access is not the correct link. I send with the tracking. So I want to track you. So it knows which IP address, where from they're accessing, what more information. For example, is using Chrome, which mobile company is connecting, which location, date and time. So I know now almost how many people, almost 60, 70 people have accessed that site. So I have all your location details, which mobile information you are using. So what makes sense? Once I know the mobile information, what happens? Let me see, India, Chennai, E-Road. Somebody is in E-Road, raise your hand. Somebody from Salem, Trichy, Chennai, mashallah, Coimbatore. So I can go and say the users connected to me today in this live session. Am I right? So Mumbai, Bangalore, great. So what did it? He used Reliance Jio. Mashallah, he used Reliance Jio to connect to me from India. What he's using? Orientation, portrait, primary, time zone, language is using, screen size. You see this global IP? So I can trace this IP and it tell you which address this IP belongs to you. Maybe it gives me your home address. Can you believe that? And it also tell me you're using Xiaomi. Who is using Xiaomi in this from Bangalore? Can anyone rise? Can you just chat me? Who is that? Tell me yes, no. Who is that person from Bangalore using Xiaomi mobile and attending my class? Can anyone tell? Abbas? Okay. Not the name, yeah, somebody. Tasima Banu. Mashallah, mashallah. So Tasima Banu, Tasima. So now you know Tasima, I know where you are connected. You're using Redmi, am I right? Xiaomi, Mi A3. Wow. Touch screen, yeah, it has 5 touch button. What is the platform? Linux. Host name. You're connecting through Reliance Jio, is it? Tasima, thanks for sharing. You are very honest. Tasmia Banu to tell me about your whereabouts. So I know your IP address. I take this IP address, go to IP, so I can Google it. It will tell you which location this IP address is. It's as simple as this. So I can find out Tasima Banu street address. I will not expose, don't worry. I don't want to do that. I'm just telling you the danger of clicking one link. You reveal this is a minimum information. I did not enable advanced tracking. The moment I track, it will tell you what application, what patches you are running, all those information. Simple demo to tell all your information to me. At this point of time, I know. Is it shocking? Are you happy? All of you are feeling worried. What do you want to say? So we are worried about this is a simple program, but if I use other tools like hacker tools, like what you saw as someone who accessed other laptop, and you are thinking you are attending an online class, but he is watching you what you are doing. Whatever you type, I'm taking the information, your password, bank information. It's getting a copy for me. Okay, so that is the danger we are living. So something which is shocking, but inshallah, we are going to share some course for you where you can learn. That will be a free course of how to become productive and safe. But now I'm going to do something as a how to protect as a parent or student. Is there any software to protect, sir? Is there any antivirus? You can use a lot of antivirus, but is there any software we can use, to protect me? The best one is there are a lot of safety kit software. The one thing is which I use for my family is called Kaspersky Safety Kits. All right. This is the free program which can give you, which can manage all your devices and what they type and where they go. It can tell you, for example, I'm monitoring my daughter. It can tell you which location, which applications she is doing it, which PC. Am I right? How many hours she has accessed. Am I right? Summary of it. Device use in the last 7 days, maybe, I need to just refresh and then it will tell you the internet device usage, for example, what she was using. So it can give you more information about the device. Right. So this is the device tablets she is using. Okay. How many hours she used, I can watch, and what application, for example, available in the device. As a parent, I can allow or disable it. Am I right? I can allow or disable it. So I can use some advanced settings to which application is allowed or not allowed. If I choose this one, it tells what are the applications. It's forbidden or not. So I can go and say restricted, allowed or not. Am I right? I can monitor. Okay, she's using Chrome restricted, but how many hours she should play a game? I can go and give the permission. What type of email? Okay, if she's doing email, can I monitor what she's sending? I can monitor, allowed. Excel. So all the programs in our laptop or phone or mobile, I can remotely monitor and say whether she is doing right or wrong. This is the only way. If somebody is hacked into it, I can also know this is some application which is not allowed, why it is there. Okay. And that is how you can do it. Social network, which app, social media apps is using. Is there is any, Facebook or WhatsApp, and which location, where is my child today? She went to a shopping complex and all of a sudden I could not locate. So we have installed the software. You can track her using where is my child. Okay, most of them are free, but this location is you need to pay for that. If you enable it, will ask you to pay because it only comes, it's like $30. But many of the things are free. You got the point? So you can also do with the free version, you can do a lot. So it's good for teachers, it's good for parents. You can control as many devices you can, from your device. And this is a tablet. Now, how do I delete? So I want to delete, I can do that. So I can add new device and add profile. So that's what I can do it. So this is the way you can still protect. And I'll touch upon the last point. I'll take another 5 minutes. I'll share you some of the links, which is very useful. Okay, it is an app. Yeah, it's good to know, Abdulaziz. Yeah, you can download. It's a free. We will share all this information in our group. You are part of the digital literacy group. You can download. Okay, there are free app where you can use it. It's very good. I'm using for last almost 3-4 months as a cyber security guy, and you can control and even which game they can play, they cannot play. You can monitor. Then there is, and you can also control how many hours they can be on internet. That's something which is very important. And there is a site called from UNICEF, United Nations, for children. They talk about cyberbullying and they tell how to report cyberbullying, how to block it from different social media tools, and whom you should call as a help center. If you feel that somebody is threatening you sexually or harassing you, how you should react. There is a phone number in each country, cyber criminals. you can connect. So that is what UNICEF is helping for the children to be protected from exposing from online. So I'll share this link. And if you go to Instagram, there is a setting for your privacy, right? Go to Instagram, you say only you can allow comments. So you can say, don't everybody to comment, because somebody can come and give very bad comments. So you can provide. So you can block the account. You can enable something called artificial intelligence or bot, which can search for certain offensive words, and if it is not matching you, it can block. For example, if you say it's only child, and in the case it will not allow any sexual word or violent word or game or politic or something, it can block all those words. So it will not reach your children. So go and change in the privacy setting in Instagram. And one of the main thing I want all of you to do, please, I will share it, do is Facebook safety. This is what I told you. Did you monitor? So I talked about, go to safety Facebook, there is a PDF. You can download this document, very, very useful document, right? So this document help you to tell you how to protect you from all these attacks. Am I right? There is a PDF you can download from Facebook. How you should enable all the privacy in Facebook is given in this. Only 2 pages. Now, if you are stay calm, if you are being harassed, or if you feel that somebody is hacked or cyberbullying, what you should do, how you should block it. So there is a complete guide from Facebook. So you can go download. I'll share it in the group to enable it. All right. So bullying, how to prevent. And then another thing is about your safety center, privacy setting in Facebook. So go to privacy setting and you can disable. And I do, as I said, what is the health check you have to do? Can all of you tell? I'll share this link, but please make sure one thing, one thing. What is the thing you have to do? You need to go and do this privacy check for your Facebook. Click here. What others can see from Facebook, I want to know. So click here. It runs an audit. It is a tool. Okay, it says my profile. What happens? Who can see you? It says only me, my email, nobody else. Good. That means I am protected. My date of birth, my everything, only me. My company, who can see? My friends. I can disable that also. I can make it only me, or custom. I can create only family. Right? My education, who can see? Who's following me? Anyone, or public, or only certain people? So you can go and change these settings so that even you are using Facebook, nobody can take your information. When you are posting, who can follow? Anybody else can post on behalf of you? No, only me. Stories, limit, fast forwards, limit. So blocking, you can also block some list. You can say that these are the ID I want to block. You can do it. All right. So this is what your checkup. So do this privacy checkup. This one thing I did it for my who can see. Also, you can do something like my ad preference. If you don't want vulgar information, you can go there and say, you see a lot of ads in the Facebook. Am I right? A lot of ad. So you can go and customize which ad can come to you. Sometimes you see unnecessary, games, movies, music comes, you can go and disable. Am I right? So that's option in that. You can go and say, see here, like the page. So if it dislike, it will not go. So you can go and do that. So these are the things which you have to do in Facebook. And I have already shown you tracking information. I also talked about the phishing, everything. I think I covered almost all the topic. I'll share this information in the group. I hope you enjoyed. And my intention of this session is to make you more aware about social media privacy setting and how to be safe. Please make sure you share it with your friends, with your family, with your school, with your teachers, so that everybody become protected. Our objective is to make ourselves use this technology without revealing our identity, without compromising our identity. So that is our objective. That is one thing why I took this session. Okay. So I would really appreciate, we'll share a feedback form after this session. If you could fill up and share it. I'm really thankful for you for staying with me for more than 1.5 hours. It has been very pleasure for creating it. If there is some schools or colleges, if you need help for youth and ITET to jointly present for your school, we are ready for that. will come and give such kind of sessions, and also will tell you what tools you should, as a school, as a college, as a parent, you should use to protect not anybody to hack your information. Okay, so thank you very much. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of you to become digitally literate, socially aware, and use this technology to create positive change in the society, to help for the country's growth, for your family growth, for your career growth, for your learning growth. So please make it in a positive way. That is an objective. Thank you very much. I leave now the floor for Saad to run the Kahoot quiz, because we don't have much quiz. Only we have 7 questions, only for school children, and you're going to have some amazing prize, inshallah. Saad, now it's take over the class, please. Please go ahead. You can type your feedback on the chat box, as well as we'll send it. I would really appreciate how beneficial, if you are running a school or organization, are you interested to run this session? I'm more happy to run it another time with some more tools, hacking tools, to show you how to protect. Saad, are you there?
Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
Please go ahead. Can you mute the volume? Yeah, the music. Yeah. See, you can type your questions, all of you, in the chat box. So after this quiz is over, I'll take up the question and answer you. So please use chat box to leave your message. We will also open up the session after this. All the WhatsApp group will be open. You can also post your questions there. I'll take 1 or 2 questions, but rest of them you post it in the group, we will answer. Okay, I'll guide you what type of security sessions you need to do it. Please join the Kahoot. It's going to start in a few minutes. Please join. Meanwhile, if you want to ask questions, please go ahead and post it in the group. Yeah, school category. If someone who wants to just participate, college people and adults, but you will not get a prize. Okay, so be mindful about that. It's only for school. Yeah, but the prize will be only given to the school. You can just, if you are out of. So almost 25 people. Great. It's going to take almost, I think, 10 minutes, not less than 10 minutes, sir. So
yes,
I think the quiz is not going to take more than 10 minutes. So because it's very simple and 7 questions. Let us give some more time.
Okay.
See, we did not plan for college students, but you can, if you just want to join it just for fun, but you will not get the prize. Sorry for that, but you will not get the prize, but you can join. Everyone can participate, but the prize will not be given for you. Yes, sir. Can you? I think you can start. What do you think? 34, 35.
Okay, I hope everyone has joined. I'll start in 10.
Please wait it for 2 minutes.
9, 8.
1 minute.
7.
Okay.
Okay, I'll start in another 10 seconds, inshallah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and Bismillah. People are still joining. Okay. Okay, the first quiz for school students only. The first question is, what is the primary concern of social media users? Password, data breach, personal details, regulations. What is the primary concern of social media users? Come on. Okay, I hope everyone has answered. Another 5 seconds. Just 1% to go. Okay. Data breach. Okay, a lot of people have answered wrong. It's divided totally. Okay, we'll move on to we'll see the scoreboard now. Anish, Raihan, Atif, Bosi, and Abdul Alim. Okay, keep it up. We'll move on. Hold your positions. You have to be quick and you have to answer the right answer. If you take time in getting the right answer, you get less points. So the more points you get, the more chances of you to win. What is the approximate active social media users in 2020 out of the total population of 7.75 billion? 30%, 40%, 50%, or 60%? Okay, come on, quick. You have to be quick in answering the right answer. So the shorter time you take to answer, the more points you get. Okay.
Also, students, please mindful that maybe somebody's college students also attending. So don't give up. You can keep attending without losing the hope. So try to attend. Maybe you will win a prize after some time. You know. Don't type the answer in the chat box, please.
A lot of people have got this answer wrong. The correct answer is 50%. Okay, so the dashboard, Zubair, Suhail, Faiza, Anish, and Arif. A lot of the people have lost their place. Okay, move on to the question number 3. Which is the third topmost used social media? Third topmost. Okay, not the topmost, third topmost. The question is third topmost. Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, or Twitter? Be quick in answering. Come on. Okay. Another 3 or 4 people to answer. Come on, be quick. WhatsApp is the third topmost. Okay, a lot of people have got it right. Okay. So Zubair, Suhail, Arif, Raihan, and Atif. Okay, so Zubair and Suhail are holding their places. Arif, Raihan, and Atif. Abdurrahman up 9 places is the highest climber. Okay. Question number 4, true or false? Phishing attempt are one of the top social media threats. True or false? Phishing attempts are one of the top social media threats. True or false? Okay, be quick. Easy answer. I'll give another 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and true. Okay. Let's see the scoreboard now. So Zubair, Arif, Amir Hussain, Atif, and Abdurrahman. Good. Zubair is holding his place, mashallah. Zubair, keep it up. Question number 5. What is the malicious software designed to gain access to computers and the data they contain? What is the malicious software designed to gain access to computers and the data they contain? Data breach, virus, malware, botnet. Okay. So it's malware. Good. A lot of people have got it right. And Sahla is the highest climber. Zubair is holding his position. Zubair, you're leading way too much. Is this Zubair bin Ibrahim? Part of protecting my privacy setting in social media. Share birthday, place of birth, and age. Connect with all the strangers. Request. Allow third-party applications. Become familiar with the privacy setting of any social media website. Part of protecting my privacy setting in social media. It's a simple question. You have to be quick in answering. Share birthday, place of birth, and age. Connect with all the strangers. Request. Allow third-party application. Become familiar with the privacy setting of any social media website. Okay, 3. Okay, so time up. Okay, very good. Zubair is still holding his position. Amir, Rehan, Abdul Alim, and Armin Rafi.
Saad, that is Muhammad Zubair, not Ahmad Zubair.
Which is not of cyberbullying, flaming, harassment, anonymity, and teasing. Which is not of cyberbullying. This is the last question. Come on, keep it up. Once you win, you have to send me your name, email address, phone number. You have to ping me. Okay, I'll send it to you. You have another 5 seconds. Come on, be quick. Okay. Okay, so the podium now. First 8 people, please ping me. Okay, first 8 rank holders. Zubair is number 3. I think he has answered the last question wrong. Number 1 is Amir Hussain. Okay, very good. I'm just sending a message in group. Please ping me with your name, Kahoot, and registration. Over to you, Ibrahim. Should I read out the question answers?
It's fine. Maybe we can share it in the group. We will. What I'm thinking, let us take it from the WhatsApp. It will be much better because of the time. I don't think much questions are there. Am I right? Is there anything? If somebody is asking, Zoom meeting is safe. Yeah, it's safe as long as you use the privacy and the password and everything. There's only one. Can you? Someone? Any other questions came, Saad, to you? No.
I'm just checking right now.
Yeah, no problem. Let them post it in the group. It will be much better, so everybody can watch it. Inshallah. Okay.
Okay, Wayne.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Please join us next week, everyone, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.